Let me ask you something. Have you ever put off dealing with money? Maybe you told yourself, I'll deal with that later. Whether it's budgeting, paying off debt, or planning for retirement, most of us have been there. But what if I told you that procrastination might be costing you a lot more than you think? Your future. Today, we're diving into how procrastination can negatively affect your financial future, and more importantly, the steps you can take to overcome it. This isn't just theory, this is real life, because every day you delay, your financial future gets a little less secure. So let's get right into it. Time. It's one of the most valuable assets you have when it comes to building wealth. And here's the thing about procrastination. Every day you put off a financial decision, you're not just delaying progress, you're actually losing money. Take investing, for example. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow. But if you keep putting it off, I'll invest next year, or I'll start once I get that raise, you're cutting off the most powerful financial tool you have. Compound interest. What could have been thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars for your retirement is now reduced because time is no longer on your side. Let's talk about Jason. Jason, like many of us, has good intentions. He knows he needs to start saving for retirement. He knows his credit card debt is out of control, and he's aware he should create a budget. But every time he sits down to do it, he feels overwhelmed. So he tells himself, I'll deal with it next month. Next month turns into next year. The credit card debt grows, the retirement fund is still empty, and Jason is now facing a financial storm he could have avoided. The problem wasn't a lack of knowledge. Jason knew what he needed to do. The problem was procrastination. Procrastination doesn't just hurt your wallet, it messes with your peace of mind. When you delay handling your finances, stress builds. Those unpaid bills? They're not going away. The debt? It's growing with interest. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to catch up. Let's not forget about the missed opportunities. The stock market? You missed years of potential growth. That savings account you meant to start? Well, now you're behind and playing catch-up isn't easy. And retirement? That's creeping closer, and you haven't even started planning. Here's the thing. Procrastination isn't about laziness. It's about fear, overwhelm, and sometimes even perfectionism. You're not sure where to start, so you just don't. Or maybe you're afraid of seeing how bad things really are, so you avoid it. That's totally normal. But the problem is, avoiding the issue doesn't make it go away. It just builds up in the background. It's like ignoring a leaky roof. The longer you ignore it, the bigger the damage gets. So how do we fix it? Step 1. Break it down into small steps. The reason we procrastinate on finances is that the whole thing feels overwhelming. So don't try to tackle everything at once. Break your financial tasks into small, manageable steps. Instead of saying, I need to fix my finances, start with, today, I'll look at my bank statements, or this week, I'll create a simple budget. Small wins add up. And once you start crossing things off that list, you'll feel more in control. It's all about building momentum. Don't focus on the mountain, just focus on the next step. Step 2, set a deadline for yourself. Open-ended tasks often get pushed back. But when you have a deadline, it creates a sense of urgency. If you say, I'll create a budget someday, it's never going to happen. But if you say, by Friday, I'll have a budget in place, you're more likely to do it. Hold yourself accountable, or better yet, have someone else hold you accountable. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a financial advisor. Deadlines create action. Step 3. Automate your finances. One of the best ways to fight procrastination? Automation. Set your bills to auto-pay, automate your savings, and even automate your investments if possible. This way, you don't have to think about it, and your money is working for you in the background. Imagine how good it feels knowing that every month, a chunk of your paycheck is being automatically saved or invested without you having to lift a finger. Automation eliminates the need to make decisions because we all know how easy it is to procrastinate on a decision. Step 4. Start small but start now. You don't need a ton of money to start improving your financial situation. Just start, even if it's $10 into a savings account or paying off a small portion of your debt. The key is to do something today. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Remember, small actions compound over time. The more you do now, the better your financial future will be. Don't wait for the perfect time, because there is no perfect time. Just start today with whatever you can. Step 5. Celebrate your progress. Every step you take to improve your financial situation is a step worth celebrating. Whether it's paying off a small debt or sticking to your budget for a month, give yourself credit. This helps you stay motivated and keeps you moving forward. Reward yourself for staying on track. It doesn't have to be a big reward, just something to acknowledge the effort you've put in. This will help turn your financial journey into a positive experience rather than something you dread. Now we can discuss the consequences of continuing to procrastinate. Let's go back to Jason for a minute. What happens if Jason continues to procrastinate? His debt keeps growing, his savings remain untouched, and as retirement gets closer, he realizes he's completely unprepared. The thing about procrastination is that the longer you delay, the harder it becomes to catch up. And by the time Jason realizes it, the damage may already be done. So here's the bottom line. Procrastination might feel like a small thing today, but its impact on your financial future can be massive. But the good news is, you can start turning it around right now. Break it down, set deadlines, automate, start small, and celebrate your wins. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more financial tips, and share this with someone who could use a little push to get started. Remember, your financial future is in your hands. Don't wait to make it better. Thanks for watching.